Israel continuing its relentless assault on Gaza. Buildings in flames at the Jabalia refugee camp after another airstrike. On the ground, the IDF saying its troops struck deep in the Gaza Strip and positioned themselves along the coast of Gaza. The Israeli military also saying it discovered an extensive stash of weapons inside a home in the northern Gaza Strip and that its forces destroyed an explosives lab. Meanwhile, the humanitarian crisis in Gaza is growing. Medical facilities struggling to keep up with the influx of injured patients lining the halls.
It is full of patients. No any vacant place to admit to inpatient department, as you see. Still, always, it is the same scene.
The UN says nearly half of hospitals in Gaza are no longer functioning. Doctors at the Al-Shifa hospital working by flashlight with no electricity or fuel to keep the lights on. The Biden administration is calling for a humanitarian pause in the fighting in order to get aid into Gaza, as well as to help the roughly 240 hostages out.
Mr. President, any progress on a humanitarian pause? Yes.
Though Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has said there will be no ceasefire unless all the hostages are released. A top Biden administration official says the U.S. believes it must support Israel in its current military operations and that Gaza cannot be allowed to be a platform from which terrorist acts can be conducted against Israel. But he adds the U.S. also supports a political future for Palestinians living in Gaza and the West Bank.
And that means resuming the urgent work of giving a political horizon to the Palestinian people, which to President Biden means a two-state solution.
Secretary of State Antony Blinken delivering that message to Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas during a surprise visit to the West Bank. Inez de la Gutera, ABC News, Jerusalem.